The problem I find with amateur clubs is players will just up and leave if they see a better opportunity or if they just get sick of you because they're not tied down by an actual contract. Couple this with the fact that we faced our biggest game of the series so far against TNS, only the best team in the Welsh League system. We may have some problems on the horizon. Hello and welcome back to Unemployed to Legend, episode 4 with Swansea University. My name is Craig and coming up in today's video we have the Nathaniel MG Cup semi-final, I'll get it right, away against the New Saints, the best team in the Welsh League system. Hence the reason this is going to be a one-match episode, because this is probably the biggest game in Swansea University's history. Now, since you were last with me, form has been excellent. We have won pretty much every single game, going all the way back to the end of September, which is why I'm probably thinking it's going to come crashing to an absolute halt against TNS, because, let's be honest, anybody who knows anything about TNS knows they will probably wipe the floor with us. We are a league below them. They are also smashing the Premier Division as well. Oh my god, by 18 points. They actually lost a game this season. That's quite amazing. They lost a game. Please say it was recently. It was against Aberystwyth. So we beat Aberystwyth in a cup match about a couple of months ago. Does that mean we're better than TNS? I'm getting ahead of myself. What am I on about? As I mentioned in the intro though, despite the good form, we may have a couple of problems on the horizon. Namely, there are a few players who are starting to leave the club now, like I said, because they're on amateur contracts. Now, we lost several youngsters, which I'm not particularly bothered about. But then there's a couple of players that kind of bother me that they left so easily. Tom Johnston, he didn't actually play for us in central midfield, bar one cup match. But he was a homegrown player, which is why I was sad to see him leave, because we need homegrown players. We need at least 4 in the squad for registration, which we don't have. We have 2. But the biggest one was literally yesterday, in yesterday's date, the 30th of December, when Amari Brown, a right midfielder who only signed for the club on an amateur contract in September, has literally just walked away to Dorchester. Is he being paid? Oh god, that's why. Yeah, that's why he's left. £300 a week says that he is being paid, and that's why he left. Yikes. Well, that doesn't bode well for us, and with January around the corner, I'm a bit more scared about the rest of the players, hence why I'm trying to offer them contracts, so other teams will just leave them alone, or more to the point, that the players themselves will say, no, we're not going anywhere for at least 6 months. So we're going to try and gloss over that for today, and try and get through this game against TNS before we deal with the January shenanigans that are probably going to happen, and this is going to be 11 that we're going to be sending out. So, Alex Ackers is in goal. This is a guy I went through in the last episode because we had just signed him, and he has now just broken into the squad, quite literally. In the last league game against Pontador, he actually made his debut. I was going to show that Pontador match, but like I said, I feel this match against TNS deserves its own standalone episode. But he looked very, very good against Pontador. I don't expect the same against TNS, but I expect that for pretty much the majority of this squad. A back four of Edmondson. Oh, Elliot Owen, is he actually starting? No, it should be Tom Bamford. I don't know what I'm on about here. Bamford and Collins with Pilkington in the back four along with Edmondson. Matras, Adu, Heel and Mulvaney as the midfield. Matras is still here. Remember, he is going. He will be gone at the beginning of February, so he'll be gone by the time we get back for the next episode, with Gregory and Shirley as the 2 men up front. Brown Sterling? He got injured. In fact, where is his injury status? There it is. Yeah, he got injured. He's out for another 2 or 3 weeks. Actually, no, he's been out for 9 days. He'll be out for up to 3 weeks, so he's missing this match, and he's missing a few more games in January as well. He should be back by the next episode, but I do feel he will be a big miss for us today. A couple of injury returns we've had recently. Joe Leslie, he did get injured about a month ago. He's now just come back from injury, so he'll cover for the left and right hand side of midfield. Adam Morgan as well, who has been injured since the first game of the season. He's also just returned. He can do up to 45 minutes. So he can start on the bench. Before we get into the game though, let us just do a bit of opposition instructions, because I don't know if they're going to make a difference against TNS, but we live in hope. We truly do live in hope. Okay, team talk is completed. I just told the lads, listen, we've got nothing to lose today. Just go out there, show them what you can do, and if you could just rough them up a little bit, just give them some elbows in the gut or something. Just let them know you're there, early doors. You know, that sort of thing. That sort of thing you would expect in lower league, or more to the point, Sunday league football. If anybody's played Sunday league, they'll know exactly what I'm on about there. It's all about the rough tackles, and then after the game, have a few beers. I mean, if we did somehow beat TNS, there'll be more than a few beers flying around the club bar. We'll be painting the town red. We'll be on our way down to Cardiff. I say that, Swansea and Cardiff, a big rivalry there, isn't there? No, we'll be painting the city of Swansea red. Oh, that's just over by Shirley very early on. And dare I say, the whole city will be joining them as well for beating a team like TNS. Incidentally, before this game I found out TNS are actually located in England. I never knew that. They're based in a town called Oswestry, which is the English side of the border. And they're probably closer to Birmingham and Manchester and Liverpool than they are to actually Cardiff, which is the capital of Wales. So, very surprised. I mean, I know there's teams in England who play, teams in Wales who play in the English league system. I did not think it would be the case the other way around. Although saying that, why would TNS want to play in England when they could just dominate Wales and get UEFA Champions League Qualifiers? It just seems like a no-brainer, and we've just given away a needless penalty there. That ball was going over the striker's head. Oh, boys, you could have made it to half-time at 0-0. Come on, Akko, spear hero. Oh, he almost was. Daniel Williams scores. At least it's not his first goal of the season, the normal Football Manager trope. It's actually his second goal of the season. We don't need to see that again. We are going to go in at half-time 1-0 down. I know people can say, it's expected, it's TNS. Whatever. I know everyone has more to offer. Yeah, you know what, let's go with that. People have more to offer. Let's see what you can do, lads. I know a lot of these guys only played literally 3 days before, so they are going to be very, very tired. But I think we have a week until the next game, so let's just go balls to the wall. Let's just go absolutely mad and see what we can get out of it. What I would like to see is a bit more pressing, although I don't think we have a high pressing line. Oh, well done, Adu. He wins the ball back into Matras. What was that? What was that, Matras? I know you're leaving. It doesn't mean you can't give a damn. Oh my goodness. We're just going to throw an encourage out there. Oh, for goodness sake. It is really annoying that when you face better teams, the match engine makes your players look absolutely rubbish. And there is the second goal. But that ball giveaway by Matras. Yeah, that was not the one. And Matras is the best player on our team. That's the worst part of the whole thing. I don't want to see that again. No one wants to see that again. Because I was absolutely horrified by what I'd just seen. Right, throw in. Can we create something from this? If we get one goal here, I would absolutely love that. Matras, don't give the ball away this time. Oh, he does better. He puts it in the back of the net. And Matras has dragged Swansea back into the game. 1 hour gone. And Matras, in fact, it's his last goal for the club. It could yet be a pivotal one. It's really weird with Matras. He either scores, assists, or he does absolutely nothing. Which probably seems a bit harsh on him. Because I don't have that great of a memory from literally playing this for the last 2 or 3 hours. But then I don't think he's played every game, so that's probably why. That's probably why he's leaving as well. Right, it is 70 minutes gone, so let's think about making a couple of changes. Pilkington is shattered, Adu is shattered, Luke Chambers is going to come on. He can swap with Benjamin Heel. Adam Morgan, my God, Shirley's just not had a good game, has he? I'll tell you what, Shirley's going to rest, Morgan is going to come on. He is absolutely awful apparently. Not suitable for the senior team, interesting. And I think that's going to be the only changes. Pilkington is just going to have to carry on. I haven't got right back on the bench, unfortunately. No Haddart today. So we'll see how it all works out. just thinking we might need to push up, but the problem is if I push the defensive line up, TNS are just going to swamp us. Oh, well done, Edmondson. I was wondering if he would pull that off. He absolutely did. Come on. Oh, he lost it. Just pass the ball. There's no need to hold on to it. Ackers with an amazing save. Well done, man. 19 years old. Only his second start. Literally his second start in his career. And he's already proven to be an absolute world beater at Welsh League level. Ah, never mind. That's probably just ended it. I literally celebrated a bit too early for poor Ackers. I mean, I said before the game, I'm not going to be blaming him if we lose this one. Because it's not really fair on him, is it? It's not fair on any of the players. They're not ready for this sort of level. I mean, TNS are good enough to get Europe every single season. Except, I think, when Connors Key actually won the league the last 3 seasons. And that's just over by Chambers. Very, very close. And I'll be honest with you, do we need to see any more highlights unless we're going to score? 5 minutes left. Mulvaney. Oh, just over. Actually, not over. It was saved by Ratcliffe. So we have a corner. Bamford is up, and he has scored a couple of headers recently. A goal now, and it makes it very interesting to finish the game. It is cleared, but only as far as absolutely no one. Right, I know it's a few minutes left. We may as well just save some tired legs. Owens is going to come on for Bamford. Leslie will go on for Mulvaney. No, he won't, because we only get 3 subs. Never mind. I need to get another right midfielder in, because Mulvaney is not going to be able to do the season by himself on the right-hand side. But that is a defeat, but not a comprehensive one. It was a good enough defeat. Is that a good enough defeat? It was a good enough win, sorry, for TNS, but otherwise... Yeah, you know what? We'll get them one day. When we get promoted to the Welsh Premier, then we'll be facing TNS, and we'll have to start working our way towards them. We'll be back, TNS. We will be back. Well, despite losing, we actually received £1,000, which doesn't exactly do much for the finances, with 25k in debt. Obviously, no wage budget, no transfer budget as an amateur team. So that is that for the Nathaniel NG Cup. It's a shame to go out in the semi-final, but I did not expect to get as far as we did. I don't think the board did either. No, they just said be competitive. It was the Tier 2 League Cup they wanted us to go far in, but, well, we didn't. So what we're going to do, we are going to come back after the January transfers and everything, because I think there will be more players coming and going from this squad. Especially as more of my players are probably wanted now by teams in not just Wales, but also England as well. So we're probably looking at the Llantwit, Major and Yshir? How do you pronounce that name? Someone help me out in the comments. How do you pronounce these names? I'm just an Englishman trying to pronounce Welsh names here. It's very, very difficult. If you have enjoyed this episode, make sure that you hit the like button down below and smash the big red subscribe button so you don't miss the upcoming episodes of Unemployed to Legend. I thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for your support on the series so far, and look forward to seeing you all in the next video.